What's up, guys? It's your boy XX Saver Rambo here, and I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm kind of back again. Sorry, it's been kind of a bone spur of me not making any YouTube videos or anything to that nature. But I just wanted to make this story. I've been wanting to tell this story um about how I got into like racing games and everything to that nature. So I might be a little bit rusty at this, but here we go. When I was about 9 or 10 years old, I started. My very first game that I started playing was Need for was there was an old arcade game that came out on Nintendo 64. If any of you guys didn't know, with the racing wheel, I forgot what the racing game was called. If anybody knows the name of the game, leave it in the comments down below. Um, but yeah, when I was about 8 or 9, maybe a little bit younger than that, I started playing that game, and I got really addicted to it, and I got really repetitive with that game. Like, I used to play that game for a long time, and finally the wheel that I had for the Nintendo 64, that one finally broke because I decided to play it like it was an actual real race car, and I accidentally snapped the wheel in half. But besides the point, um, then later on down the line, we got a PlayStation 2, and the very first game I played on PlayStation was uh, was Need for Speed Underground. Me and my older brother, we used to play the shit out of that game. We used to play it. We played countless hours on that game. Um, and it was a really fun game. We got to the end, and we just continued doing a whole bunch of stuff with cars. We upgraded them, everything, etc. Um, then right shortly after that, we got into MX versus ATV, which which is which is obviously racing dirt bikes and etc. We started playing that for a long time. We played that for a while, and then we also played ATV off road 1 and 2. We played a lot of that game too. We played quite a bit of that game. That was my childhood game, around 12 or 13 years old. Um, then also after then also like a couple years down the line, I decided to talk to my mom into getting us a PS3, which of course our very first PS3 kind of crashed on us, didn't work or anything to that nature. Because if anybody didn't know, like there previously, like what back when the PS3s first launched, they're like 599 to 600, it's like $700. The ones that were like the 120 gigabyte one. Got one of those. It quit on us, so I went back to Xbox. Um, but soon as we got our Xbox after we traded in our PS3 that was broken to begin with, I started playing Forza Motorsports 4. Forza Motorsports 4 was a really fun game, but the bad part was I didn't have a steering wheel. I was using nothing but a controller, and I kind of lost interest in that game because for the most part, um, I'm a trophy I'm a trophy slash achievement hunter. I like to get all my games like platinum or 100% on some games, except for PC. Um, but yeah, we didn't have internet at the time, so it wasn't even fun. It wasn't even fun playing just by yourself. So I decided to go back to the PS3 and have my little brother have the Xbox 360. Well, I had my PS3 for a while. Had the PS3 for a while. Um, then then all the games I played on PS3 was was Gran Turismo 5, which Gran Turismo 5 was a really fun game. I had I had my PS3 for about 3 or 4 years, or a little bit longer than that. Then we finally got our internet hooked up, and I finally got to play online. I finally got to do everything. It was fun. I met a lot of good people, a lot of great friends, including one of my friends that I became good friends with. Um, his name was Dying Fetus Mike. Me and him played a couple times, or I asked him if I could borrow one of his cars because there was a really rare car that you couldn't that didn't pop up on the used car dealership. Which, if anybody's ever played Gran Turismo 5, there used to be a used car dealership, which I really thought that they would bring back into Gran Turismo Sport, or the later Gran Turismos, because that was actually really fun, really cool. But it was the Sharp Earl, and that Sharp Earl, I was really needed that car to do this series in this race. So I racked up probably about, I'm gonna guess probably about 350. Well, no, probably less than that. I probably had about 100, probably about 200, 175 hours of gameplay in Gran Turismo 5, and I would still have my PlayStation 3, but unfortunately, as the years went by, it started making this weird sound. The PS3 started making this weird sound, and I had no choice but to upgrade. So GameStop was having a deal. If you trade in your PS3, you can get $150 in credit towards a PS4 or an Xbox One. Well, I decided to go with the Xbox One at the time, and it was for me and my little brother to share. Well, I didn't like. Well, knowing me, I'm the oldest brother. I'm the 6 years older than my little brother is. I'm 6 years older than he is. Um. So, anyway, we did that for a while. We downloaded a few games here and there, and me and him didn't like to share. Didn't like to share the Xbox. So I decided to buy him an Xbox and get me an Xbox. Well, what happened was I got the very first gen Xbox. Sorry, this is going to be a long story. I'm going to ramble on about stuff, and I apologize for this, guys. Um, you guys probably thinking, "Oh, he's just talking, rambling up a storm." But besides the point, I decided to give my older brother my Xbox One, my very first gen one, because of course I got the Xbox One like 4 or 5 months after, or probably about 3 or 4 months after the launch date of it, because I wanted to make sure I didn't get a lemon one, like a lot of people were having problems with like the PS4's HDMI in the back would like break and fall inside the PlayStation, and a lot of the Xboxes had written death. So I gave my older brother my Xbox One. Then I went out, bought myself a PS4, which I still play my PS4 quite a bit. Um, then I decided to buy me another Xbox. So I bought me an Xbox One S. I haven't really played any games on Xbox One that much. I didn't really download any racing games at all on there. Um, then as soon as I did all that, I went back to PS4, and now I started playing. Now I'm currently playing a lot of games on PC. Like I play Assetto Corsa, Project Cars 2, etc. I got back into playing. I went back to playing just strictly racing games. So anyway, sorry for the brain fart, guys. I didn't think things through, but anyway, back then or now, fast forward to today, I mostly play like Gran Turismo Sport, and I play Project Cars 2 on PlayStation and PC. Then recently, after I did all that, or after I got back into playing PC, or after I got back into racing games, I decided to get me a PS4, or no, not PS4, PC. So that's what I'm streaming on, which you guys can see in the background on my webcam. You guys can see in the background that this is my baby right here. It's got a 1080 in it, and I need to upgrade. The CPU in it, because I have an i5. I just bought off a guy for fairly cheap. It's 6600K, but I mostly after I did that, back to what I was saying about how I got into racing. Sorry about the rambling on and shit. Pardon my French on that one. But after Gran Turismo 5 came out, I decided to take a break from racing for a while, and then I ended up going back to racing on PC. Like I started playing, like I said a couple minutes ago in this video, which is going to be a lot of repeating and stuff, which I apologize for. I started playing Assetto Corsa and etc. on there, because Assetto Corsa is actually not a bad game. It's a really fun game. And also in Project, and also I took the break, like I said before. Sorry about this. If you guys been following me for a long time, or anything to that nature, from the beginning of my second video that I made, or my second channel that I made, which got banned for some reason. I tend to stutter because I'm kind of camera shy, a little bit, but back to what I was saying. Oh, and also I forgot to mention this. I played MX versus ATV Unleashed. I played that game on PS2 with the controller, everything else. Then just recently, like last year, I ended up buying me a Thrustmaster T300 RS GT edition, because I really want to get back into gaming. Like I'm taking racing a little bit serious. I really enjoy racing games. I really enjoy racing games, and I'm really competitive at racing games. I kind of suck at them because I gotta learn how to do. I'm trying to learn how to learn the patterns of like all the racetracks, like Nürburgring, the Nürburgring Grand Prix GT, the Monza. I'm trying to learn all those tracks, but I'm kind of cheating a little bit, which I'm not saying. Which I want you guys to think, quote unquote, that I'm a hacker. I'm not hacking at all. I use the wine to learn the tracks, because that's actually not a bad idea, especially if you're a beginner and haven't played a racing game in a long time. But here recently, I went back to playing Need for Speed. I took a couple years off of Need for Speed. Finally went back to Need for Speed Payback, and I finally got back into racing after that. So yeah. That's I think that's going to wrap this up, guys. I'm sorry for all the rambling and stuff. I apologize for all that, but that's how I got into racing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do, be sure to leave that thumbs up in the comments below. If you guys want to see me do more content. If you guys don't like the video, then dislike it. I don't really care. without further ado, guys, this is XX Saber Rambo on PlayStation, XX Savage Rambo on Xbox, and X Saber Rambo on PC, and I'm History.